It perplexes me how much people think other people can't see
Yes.
of their internet consumption.
This is what I'm saying, where I'm like, I can see you.
Right. I know what you're doing. Also, like, if you're commenting on other people's posts, like, those things then get pushed to my feed as your mutual connection because they're thinking that I'm going to like it too because I know you.
These people don't know how the internet works.
I feel like I'm transported back to, like, the 7th grade when boys would like all of those, like, I Heart Boobies Facebook pages. And you'd be like, your page likes are public, brother.
Yes.
Like, I know you're liking all the I Heart Boobies pages.
Yes.
Instagram shows it to me because they're like, you're going to want to see this one.
Dude, where are you? Pick up your phone. I'm throwing a summer party tonight, and you're obviously invited, so call me back. Okay, I love you. Bye.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Emotionally Online, the weekly slumber party for spilling guts and sharing secrets, hosted by yours truly, the one and only Maddie Drosbeck, co-hosted today, back again. We have the one and only Meg Ruoko, everybody.
The bitch is back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Top of the month, and Meg is back here on the couch.
Like, it's like a reality show, like, the bitch is back and she's in her car.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like, just picture that for me being back.
Those are the vibes. Razor sharp vibes happening. We're doing donuts in the parking lot. And the smoke coming out of the car is like pink and purple.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then I come out and I'm wearing like a Miss Congeniality, like bandage dress.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
Right. And I'm in the back wearing a Sir uniform. What she said.
The idea of me saying only hey boys and then you saying what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The vibe we are bringing to the function today.
Yes. Ow.
My imagination, something that vibrates, and someone extremely sexy whispering in my ear. This is how you have a perfect night, people. If you haven't experienced the full body chills of picking out the perfect spicy audio to accompany your solo night in, you have to check out Cheeks. Imagine you're laying in bed, just focusing on you while listening to the most incredible Irish accent seduce you in a sauna or across the dinner table. It's slow, it's sensual, and it is so obviously catered towards the female gaze. And not only do they crush it in the audio department, but they also crush it in the video department as well. They've done a few Vote for Your Corn campaigns where thousands of people have voted for what they wanted to see in their next original production, who they wanted to see cast, whether or not they wanted toys to be used, what they found sexy, and what they wanted to see in this originally produced corn film, which, as you might be able to predict, ended up producing something that was so much more intimate, hot, and just generally more inclusive of what real normal people find sexy, since so much of spicy content is geared towards audiences that I'm not in the demographic of. They have so many incredible fantasies played out in their movies that sometimes I feel like somebody has wormed inside of my brain and ripped these fantasies directly from like the back of my skull. And you can feel good consuming them because Cheeks makes sure that all of their adult films are based on fair pay, legal, and ethical working conditions. They have a wide range of content, both spicy and educational, appealing to so many different interests, and it continues to expand on a weekly basis. So there's always going to be something for you to enjoy. And also it means that you can dip your toe in a bunch of different pieces of spicy content, explore a little bit, see what you like, what you don't like, learn a little bit more about your own pleasure in the process. So if you're interested in checking out their site and indulging in some ethically made spicy audio and corn films, you can click the link in the description of this episode or head to getcheeks.com and use code Maddie for 7 days of free unlimited access to their whole platform. Test it out, see if you like it, start indulging in some ethically made spicy audios and corn films when you use code Maddie for 7 days of free unlimited access to Cheeks. All right, I'm dying to hear more about this psychic.
Yeah. So
what
it's-
were like the
I'm like
highlights?
still reeling from it. I feel like
yeah.
like I literally like clicked out because it was remote. I mean, you did it, and I clicked out of it, and I instinctively I like pulled up my phone and like went on Instagram, and I was like, I can't just like go on Instagram after that. Like I feel like my shit just got rocked like spiritually. Right. At first I was quite wary of her. And she also said that no one was coming through, and I was like, word. No.
Word, yeah, there's no one out there for me. Got it, for sure.
Yeah, no one cares about me on the other side. That's fine. Didn't even want them to.
So
but she was like, a lot of times when people don't come through, it's because like you're nervous. And I was like, well, you're right on the money with that. I am very nervous. I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm scared. And so then people did start like coming through, and she talked a lot about my career, which was
interesting,
really helpful, because that was like what I wanted to kind of talk about the most.
Yeah.
And talked a lot about me like being a writer. She was like, I'm getting the sense that like it's about you writing something. And like she was like, are you a writer? And I was like, I am, yes. And she was like, yeah, I think you need to be doing that like much more than you are, and like trust that when you want to put things out there, that like it will be received well.
Yeah.
Which was great. We talked a little bit about like my parents, which was like classic, talk about that stuff. We talked a bit about we didn't talk a lot about like my love life, which was honestly fine. But she did say that I was going to meet someone who's like in food, which I thought was really interesting because a lot of my friends are in the like food journalism industry.
Interesting.
So I thought that was really interesting. And I was like, if they're not funny.
Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. Also, we do a thing called restaurant roulette.
Yes.
Which we famously talked about doing. What were we calling it?
Fortune Flirt 100.
For the Fortune Flirt 100, yes. We talked about this, but we never did it.
Yes.
Maybe this is a sign kickstart the Fortune Flirt 100.
Yes. A name that rolls right off the tongue.
The Fortune The Fortune Flirt 100.
Maybe it's the time. Yes.
Totally. Which the concept behind that was similar to restaurant roulette, but it was for...
geared for putting ourselves out there a bit
bars
more.
and other like social settings.
Yes.
To just like go and flirt with lots of people.
Basically, it stemmed from, I think, all of us being absolutely sick and tired of dating apps. Which I do need to tell you a story about me having Hinge for 3 days over the past week and going from like building a whole profile and being like, time to try it again. And then deleting.
I need a gun. Yeah.
Deleting. But yeah, I think we all are just very sick of being on, I mean, everyone is, right? Is like sick of being on apps. So yeah, it stemmed from us being like, let's like try to go to different places and just like flirt with no expectation of this needs to be anything more than it is, which I think is a good idea. Especially too, because like, I don't know, sometimes my social interactions like skills can get a little rusty.
Totally. Don't I know it?
Rusty, dude. And I do think that there is benefit to just like socializing as a person.
I agree.
Call me crazy, but I think there's benefit.
Totally.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did download Hinge the other day because I was just like, oh, whatever, let's give it a go. And matched with someone, started talking to them. And the minute I was like, hey, I think you should ask me out for a drink, they stopped talking to me.
Why do people do that?
I think maybe he was someone who had a girlfriend.
Oh, got cold feet right at the last second.
Right at the buzzer.
Because you're lying.
Yeah.
Because you're hiding something.
You're hiding. Yeah. And I was like, that's fine. I think I'm just going to delete it all.
Yeah.
Because it just only makes me feel bad. There was a time, I think, when it made me feel both good and bad. And now I believe it is just bad.
Yeah.
So, but apparently I'm going to meet my person through food. So that's really exciting.
Many avenues there.
A lot of my friends like work in food journalism, and I've met a lot of the people that they work with, and I like a lot of the women. Like I like all the women that I meet. So maybe it's a woman that I'm meeting through food. But
Who knows?
if it's a man, then I don't really know about the guys that I've met. I don't know about the.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know about those guys. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so saw a psychic. That was pretty sick.
I know. I almost like, I might go back in like a year.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like once a year or something
Yeah.
is like a good, or like once every 2 years or something is a good cadence. Because it's also just, I mean, and I think, you know, you and I both within the past year have just experienced so much change. And that I think is like, it's like at some, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I feel like I've been kind of looking around being like, is the dust like ever gonna settle, or am I just like in the dust always?
So totally.
Is it just always dusty?
Living in that dust?
Living in the dust, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a dust storm.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's wild.
Darude sandstorm for real.
It's Darude sandstorm. Did you play DDR as a kid?
Sure did.
Yeah.
I, my little butterfly. That song? Fuck that DDR.
Yeah, that's really good. I would be in the basement, like, just wailing on that, like, crinkly little mat.
Okay, you want to know
for hours.
one of my most embarrassing moments?
Always.
I think this was the first time I experienced embarrassment as a child. It has to do with DDR. It was in the second grade, and so DDR was massive at this time.
Yeah.
All right, and I don't know what I thought dancing was. Okay. I don't know what I thought it was.
It's hard to know when you've only been here for like 7 years.
Yeah, I didn't really. Who was gonna show me?
Who was gonna show you that?
Show me?
Yeah.
I had not watched So You Think You Can Dance
Right.
yet. America's Best Dance Crew.
You haven't seen Singing in the Rain.
No.
Yeah.
I had much to learn at this point. But I came into school one day and I asked my teacher, Miss McGovern, if she would let me to do a little talent showcase for a dance that I was cooking up. I like
Really
honestly it
really
it sends
quickly,
shivers down my spine.
Really quickly, I just want to say, I just love that you have always been unapologetically you, girl.
Can I show the class something? Yeah, there's more stories like that. This is just one of the worst ones.
Oh my God. Okay.
But so I come in and I'm ready to show the class my dance, and I turn on Why Not by Hilary Duff.
Why not?
Because absolutely.
Take a crazy chance. Why not?
And I'm just stomping.
Sure.
I'm just stomping. In my head, I'm like doing the DDR stomps.
Uh-huh.
And then some kid, I'm gonna remember this motherfucker for the rest of my life. His name was Patrick. He was sitting to the right, first desk right here, and he's like, she's just doing DDR moves. And I remember being like, wait a minute. Is that not dancing?
Is that not dancing?
Is that not dancing? Here I was being like, this is dance. Like in my head, when my sister and I did like interpretive dance for our families, I was like, that's something different.
Right.
When I was introduced to DDR, I'm like, this is hip hop.
Well,
I'm like, I'm doing real dance.
Hit it. 1, 2, that's hip hop.
That's exactly what was going through my head. I'm like in the second grade realizing like, is this not dance? But it's too late at that point. I have to finish out the whole song.
Sure. Well, you got to commit. You're a performer, for God's sake.
So, we finished out the song. We gave the people what they wanted.
And you know what?
Gave them a little front, back, left, right.
Yeah.
Both. Double time.
Out. Vertical, up and back.
And, some people loved it. Some people hated it.
And you know what? You know what I'll say to that little twerp, Patrick?
Yeah, Patrick.
You know that tweet that's like, oh, I saw Sally at the Salem witch trials, or at like the witch's bonfire. It's like, girl, why were you at the witch's bonfire? Him saying, she's just doing DDR moves. Well, how do you know all the DDR moves?
Right.
Clearly you love DDR too.
Yeah, somebody's been doing DDR over there, Patrick.
It's beloved.
Get up here. Join me. Join me, you freak.
To Patrick, I say, why not? Do
Take that crazy chance.
Do a crazy dance. Come on, Patrick. That is
Yeah.
so good. You said that there were a lot of stories like that. Are you saying that there have been multiple times in your life where you were in class being like, can I show the class something? And then you would do a little dance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, and this gives me the shivers because I'm like, I don't know what the teacher thought was happening when I would do shit like this. Which
Sure.
It is surprise to no one that I ended up being a YouTuber. But in the 3rd grade, whenever we had indoor recess, everyone partook in what we all affectionately called the Maddie quiz, in which I wrote down facts about myself on flashcards and other people had to guess the answers. They loved it.
Yeah.
They went crazy for the Maddie quiz. So what can I say? I was appealing to what the data that I received, the data that I collected was that everybody in my 3rd grade class wanted to compete in a Jeopardy style quiz where all the questions are about me.
What is your moon and rising?
I'm Aquarius moon and Libra rising.
Sure. Right.
So you know what?
Yeah. That Libra rising coming out being
That
like,
just is what it is. That just is what it fucking is, people.
I once, and this was my junior year of high school.
Okay.
My friend and I we were in our AP US history class with a teacher who, looking back on it, I think was maybe like 4 months away from retiring forever and literally just like could not give a less of a fuck about teaching us about AP US history. I'll never forget. I got a 2 on that AP US history exam because I was like, I don't know I don't know. I just was there. So for one class, this was when Lord's Royals was very popular.
Sure.
So we spent an entire class making a kind of Weird Al Yankovic-esque parody song.
You gotta.
To Royals about AP US history. Mm-hmm. And we did end up performing it for the class, where we did end up like very seriously like harmonizing, and then our other friend who was in the boys a cappella group, I believe, beatboxed for us. And no one asked us to do this. This was
Somebody had to, though.
and we were fully, I believe, 17 years old at this point. And we were like, this is a good idea.
This is the only way you can enjoy school.
Sometimes I do think that school is like,
Y'all ever get a little bit of senioritis?
wait, pause. Who is that character?
That's the super senior.
Oh, how super? How super is that guy? Sounds like his voice is really deteriorating.
No, it has. It has a lot. Y'all ever get a little bit of senioritis?
It's like smoker's lung.
No, he's just born like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just his vibe.
Yep.
Do you relate to Taylor Swift's eldest daughter? I haven't listened to the album.
God.
I know that this is a part of a segment.
Don't bring this up with me. You are going to get people.
I know. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm fearful.
Come get me. Come get me. I don't care. I don't care. Fight me. I didn't even listen to it.
I didn't listen to it either.
I tried listening to the first. I listened to the first 40 seconds of the first song, and I went, "That's fine."
I listened to some other things, and I read some other things, but I did not look at the eldest daughter one.
I've like seen some lyrics, and I'm like, "That's all I need to know." I'm not. I've never really been a Swiftie, period. Or like a fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll belt Love Story when it comes out on karaoke. And like I think I enjoyed Folklore. Mm-hmm. I liked like The Last Great American Dynasty specifically. I liked that song. But I struggle with her music.
I was gonna bring this up.
We don't have to get into it now if this is a part of a segment.
We can totally get into this. I was gonna bring this up as a part of the Do a Flip, aka Booning on the Pod segment, which is just to say Taylor Swift's new album, Do a Flip.
Do a flip, girl.
Do a flip, girl, because you
mean,
need to give me something else. I
I feel like I've been kind of wanting her to do a flip for a while.
Well, yeah, and this is the thing. Here's the thing.
Are you a Swiftie?
Swifties? Click off this.
Yeah.
Just skip forward.
You're not gonna
because
like
here's
it.
the thing. I don't want to yuck your yum, and
No,
I'm
yeah.
loving this for you. And this is I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Swifties, you have a great time enjoying your music. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that for you. Mm-hmm. Not talking to you. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I'm scared of you.
Yeah.
Okay, girl.
I'm not.
Okay, girl. I am scared of you. Okay. I'm not trying to yuck your yum. You just go enjoy this time.
I'm not scared of you. You can
Megan's not scared of you.
find me.
I am.
You can find me at 38 Market Street in Chinatown in New York City. Zip code 10002, apartment 2F. You can find me there. We can duke it out, baby. I don't give a fuck.
It's so funny. And that is her real
And
address.
that's my address. Find me.
Yeah.
I think to your point, genuinely, I never want to be the person that's like, oh, you like that? You're stupid for liking that.
No.
I don't. If you enjoy
Everyone
this,
like what you like.
Yeah, like what you
Enjoy
like.
your stuff.
My critique is for the artist herself,
Totally.
which is that for the most part, I have never been a huge fan, or rather, her music has never really resonated with me as a person.
Me neither.
Ever. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I've listened to one of her albums. Maybe Folklore I listened to all the way through, and that was I think also like kind of COVID specific, where I was like, well,
Yeah.
what else am I going to do? I guess I'll
Totally.
listen to Folklore.
The last and maybe only Taylor Swift album that I listened to all the way through was 1989.
Yeah.
I have never any other Taylor Swift I've heard past that point is because of social media.
Yeah.
And like TikTok and
Yeah.
just like hearing things or like radio and just like knowing it by circumstance
Yeah.
and not because I sought it out.
Yep. And some of this stuff is subjective. I'm not a huge fan of her voice.
Yeah.
That is a subjective opinion that I have. I think an objective thing is that her music doesn't have a lot of range.
Yeah.
And at some point, I think what a lot of people are finding with apparently with Life of a Showgirl is that when you don't have a lot of range or have a lot of diversity in the type of songs that you produce, at some point you run out of things
Yeah.
to say and make.
Well, I this is how I've kind of always felt about Taylor Swift, where I don't resonate with whatever she's writing.
Not at all.
And when I hear people talk about how much her writing means to them, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've listened to some of the songs and it's just not hitting me the way it's hitting some of you guys.
Yep.
So I just think that she and I have like different
Like lived experiences.
feelings on the matters.
Yeah.
Like I just think that she is not going to be my artist.
Yeah.
And like knowing that my artist is Lady Gaga, I think it makes total sense why I'm not that wowed by Taylor Swift.
I saw someone tweeted something like, it is interesting to me that Taylor Swift went from writing music that's like, I'm not like other girls, to literally marrying like the quarterback of the football team, which I do think is interesting. And I think
Yeah.
kind of that to me is also what irks me, is I also kind of struggle with her platform as an artist. It kind of seems like she stands for nothing,
Yeah.
which I struggle with as a consumer. I think she stands for herself, which is like, hey, back yourself, girl. But, watching, because I think I also watched like the Taylor Swift documentary that came out on Netflix or whatever, and saw that there's like a big segment in that documentary where she is talking about basically like saying don't vote for Trump and
Yeah.
struggling with, should I say this?
Yeah,
should I
remember
not?
seeing clips of this on TikTok.
Yes, which is like, I understand, right? Like you have a massive platform. You don't want to alienate folks who are part of your a really big part of your fan base. I can't even really begin to imagine the type of struggle that would cause someone to go through as an artist. At the same time, I think that there are a lot of really, really famous popular artists out there who do stand for things and who
Yeah.
do stand up for
Totally.
people's rights to live. and say fuck it, and they don't care, and they still make gobs and gobs of money.
Well, the thing is that she's made so much money
Yes.
that she could alienate every single one of her fans right now,
Yeah.
and she would still be set for the rest of her life.
Yeah, she never has
it
to work
actually
again.
doesn't matter at all.
Right. Like the stakes, when you think about it, are truly not that
No,
high for her.
totally.
And you
Not
think
at
about
this point.
you think about someone like Dua Lipa, who I think has done a lot for like Palestine in particular, and she has her own book club, and you know, she's, you know, not certainly not a perfect pop star either. It's no one is, but I do think that there are people who use their platforms a bit more intentionally and a bit more thoughtfully than I've seen her do. And I think that that is also kind of a personal gripe that I have, where I'm like, it's tough for me to buy the whole like women empowerment thing, where I think you just want yourself to have power and you yourself happen to be a woman.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she would have the same type of music if she were a man.
Yeah.
And that is kind of like my personal gripe that I have. I think that there are some of her songs where the lyricism is quite nice. I don't think it's as many songs as people try to make me believe it is.
For sure. I try to keep
Come
most of my
fight
Taylor
me.
Swift thoughts inside my head.
Come fight me at 38 Market Street, apartment 2F in Chinatown, New York City, zip code 10002.
Yeah.
Come fight me. No, I mean, I'm not trying to like put down anyone who enjoys her music or say that they're wrong for enjoying it. I think
we're allowed to not like it.
Yeah, this is just like, I don't particularly fuck with the vibe.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
I never have.
You know what I've been really fucking with, which is also like it's a very like kind of straight song, but also very funny and fun. Where's My Husband by Ray.
Oh yeah.
You been listening to that?
I've heard clips of it online, but I've not listened to it all the way through.
Ooh, give it a listen. I've been listening to it at least 5 times every single day.
So funny.
It's so good. That production is so good. It's amazing. Fantastic song. Ray, Olivia Dean, been listening to a lot of her. Love her vibe. Yeah. Taylor's not really my girl, but
No, I always
she
thought
doesn't
it was
really
so
need
funny.
me to be. She's a billionaire, so it's fine.
Everyone would always be like asking me why I didn't put any Taylor Swift on the Lover Girls Worldwide playlist. Oh. And I never said anything about it because I was like, well, hey, if I didn't,
There's a
you
reason.
probably know why I didn't.
There's probably a reason.
I'm like, if you put one in the box, I am ignoring it.
Yeah.
I actually have I have her like muted on Spotify, so the Spotify will not recommend me her music, and
I should do that.
on like the New Music Friday playlist, she's completely taken off of it. So
Yeah.
like when I looked at it the other day,
Didn't see it.
she's the cover art, but none of her songs are in that playlist
Yeah.
for me. So I only hear her if I specifically seek her out.
Yeah.
But there's a couple artists that I have muted like that on Spotify. She
Name
just happens
them.
to be one of them. Well, it's people like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think like Ed Sheeran is also on that list, and
well,
he's like kind
certainly.
of the male equivalent of
Yeah.
that vibe.
Yeah.
It's just not my vibe.
The Tenerife Sea.
And you know what? I really fucked with Ed Sheeran with his first album, but
Me
then he
too.
went off the rails.
Yeah. I also fucked with Ed Sheeran when his first album came out. What was it? Like Multiply or Divide or
Oh, one of those fucking math
some
things.
math bullshit,
Math.
whatever.
Math!
No. Don't ask me to do anything. I really liked it too. That also probably could have been a product of me being 15 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
Totally.
I don't know. But yeah, Ed Sheeran I think is similar, where I'm like, well, you kind of just ran out of stuff to talk about. And that's become pretty apparent.
Yeah.
But again, these are people who don't need our approval or
No.
money. So,
Thank God.
and thank God.
Because I would give it to him.
You know who is going to get my money? Whatever platform the Zayn and Louis documentary is going to be on. Oh, baby. Am I going to be tuning in for that?
Yeah.
You hear about that?
No.
Oh, let me tell you. So were you not a directioner?
Oh, I was deep in. I met
Okay.
them.
You met them?
I have their signatures.
What the fuck? When?
During the Up All Night album signing mall tour.
That is a good. It is crazy to think about Harry Styles specifically doing a mall tour.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine if he did that now.
I met them at the Natick Mall. Natick Mall heads say what's up in the chat.
I don't even think like mall tours could be a thing anymore because
I
like
know.
malls are basically dead.
Which is a tragedy.
Awful. I mean,
If they gave me a fat mall, I'd be there every day.
my friend told me the other day, he was like, he's working on like a campaign in Illinois and he's like living back at his parents' house right now while he's doing that. And we live by we grew up near like a very big mall. He was like, yeah, I'm going to like go stop over at the mall and like see if I can get some like running sneakers or whatever. I was like, do they even have do they have like stores with running sneakers? And he was like, it's a mall. Like they gotta have stuff. Sent me a voice memo like 45 minutes later. He was like, they didn't have anything inside that massive
There is nothing at the mall anymore.
There is nothing at the mall.
Except Auntie Anne's. Reliably.
Can I tell a truth on this podcast right now?
Yes.
I've never had Auntie Anne's in my life. Never. Ever.
Not even when you were like a 7th grader?
No.
What the hell?
I think it was ingrained in me that it was going to make me fatter, I guess, than I was. So it was like...
But it's delicious.
Oh, and certainly... Don't get me wrong. Every single time I walked past an Auntie Anne's, I went,
That smells so good.
if only I wasn't such a fat child, then perhaps I could
Butter.
enjoy Auntie Anne's.
Cinnamon sugar.
God, my mouth is watering just thinking about it.
Plump little pretzel bites.
Yum.
Yeah.
No, I went straight to the red mango frozen yogurt.
You know what? I love frozen yogurt though, and they have effectively
gone.
disappeared off the face of
They
the earth.
are
Do you understand how
gone.
hard it is to find froyo?
It's hard.
It bothers me.
It used to be ubiquitous. You think they would have left like 2 or 3 up for us?
I know.
They used to be literally everywhere.
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 On every corner there was a froyo shop.
And it was like they were all the same, but had slightly different names.
Totally.
Like it would be like red berry,
Pink berry,
yeah,
red mango.
mango. It would be like Yogurt Land, Yogurt World.
Right. What's the other one that they still have?
Pink berry, red mango.
I'm thinking of like 16 handles, which is totally different.
I have no idea what that is.
That's the one in Williamsburg.
Okay.
Sometimes I go there.
You'll make the
for my
pilgrimage.
froyo.
You'll make the froyo pilgrimage.
16 handles.
And listen, am I gonna go for froyo every single time? Not necessarily.
But sometimes I would like to.
Sometimes I would like it. Sometimes it's a bit more refreshing than an ice cream. Because honestly, fuck yourself with sorbet. Like, let's not pretend like sorbet is some great sweet treat for us.
Unless you're giving it to me as like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
That can't be the dessert.
Yes.
It's a palate cleanser.
100%. A little lemon sorbet.
Totally.
Before they give me something with chocolate in it.
Yep.
But I need the something with chocolate. Don't be
agree.
like, lemon sorbet. Okay, meal's over.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, this was like a wet nap.
This is horse shit.
I just washed my hands,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I basically just use Listerine.
Right. Exactly.
What the hell? Bring back the froyo stores.
Bring back and dare I say this is the proper conclusion to come to. Booting on the pod, do a flip, and by that flip we mean bring back froyo stores. Thank you.
And if we've said it once, we've said it a million freaking
Get
times.
rid of that new Taylor Swift album and give me back froyo. Holy fuck. Okay, I have another seg, Meg.
I'm ready.
I had to go back this morning and like write down all of the various segmeg possibilities. Because I want to eventually come to you prepared with something to offer for everything you offered to me.
That is really beautiful.
Every one of the segmegs you have brought to the function, I want to give you some return on that investment.
That is a really beautiful response to me bringing you what is essentially bullshit.
So I have a new one. We haven't done this one yet.
Okay.
I have a not on my watch.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a Instagram reel in which somebody was saying something that I saw it, I read those comments, and I said, no, not on my watch. Okay. The words on this Instagram video said, me realizing I've been teaching my guy best friend to say I love you casually. I am so sorry. And everyone in the comments was just commenting about how saying I love you means nothing if you say it a lot. And I think if you believe that to be true, you are sick in the fucking head. I am so anti the belief that saying I love you casually somehow grates away at saying the meaning of saying I love you to a long-term romantic partner. That is bullshit, and to me just speaks to how flimsy some people's definition of love is and the kind of abundance they feel for it.
Yeah.
If your love for other people can taint or devalue the love you feel for your partner, I think you're weird. I think you are very weird.
Yep.
If you think you can say I love you too many times and all of a sudden it means less, I think your love is just kind of weak.
Yeah, I don't think you mean it.
Right.
I don't think you mean it. These are the types of comments that when I read them, I'm like, I have to remind myself that there are children on the internet. I have to remind myself that there are children on the internet because it's like that is a 12-year-old's perspective of love to be like, well, if you say it a bunch, then it can't mean the same thing.
It is shocking to me how many grown adults say this shit, though.
Well,
where I'm like, what has happened to you guys?
The kind of like global atrophy that is happening to our brains.
Right.
The brain rot is crazy.
It's also like a kind of it feels like jealousy and possessiveness to me too, to be like, yeah, it makes me insecure to know that you are saying love you casually to your friends. Also, it's not casual. When I say love you to my friends, I mean it with my whole heart, the same way I would if I said it to someone romantically. I don't know what the hell that means. But they're saying it in the context of like saying love you instead of I love you, saying, teaching my friends, which also, that's fucking crazy. Teaching my guy best friend. Teaching! Why are we teaching?
What does that even mean?
Teaching, like molding my guy best friend to be in the habit of saying love you with his friends. And you're like, to his future girlfriend, like, I'm so sorry that I've taught him to say love you to his friends.
This is like the type of This is the type of thinking that like my brain actually can't even like wrap itself around because
Literally,
I'm like, what could that possibly mean? It's like a bad thing that he's casually saying love you to his friends because that means him saying I love you to his future girlfriend who doesn't exist right now won't mean as much.
Where it's like people put so much meaning in like saying I love you. And if you are in the habit of saying love you to your friends all the time, then it's not as meaningful. We're just throwing around the word love. We're just throwing it around. It doesn't mean anything.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
It is. I don't understand.
Stupid.
It boggles my fucking mind. I think that if you say shit like that and you honestly believe it, either the capacity of your heart is so truly minuscule, you're like the goddamn Grinch, or you're 11.
Yeah. There's no other option here because what are you talking about?
Right.
What are you talking about? Me saying I love you to my friends or I love you to my family doesn't mean that I have like less love to give a potential romantic partner.
I have so much love to give.
It's not like when you're born, they give you like 30,000 I love yous, stamp it on your forehead that you're allowed to give throughout your life. And then once you hit that mark, you're like,
honestly, I don't understand in general, I don't understand the emphasis on like the L word. Have you guys said I love you yet? I'm like, I just think it's kind of overblown.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does it have to be like this big scary milestone?
I think it is. I think it is scary for people who are young.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, again, like I genuinely do believe, like, that was something for people like my friends when they were in high school and
Yeah.
were in relationships with people, like I remember being like, oh, them being like, am I going to say I love you to my boyfriend and blah, 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 blah. I think saying I love you to someone, yes, is about them and showing them, you know, telling them that you love them, but it's also about you and being
Yeah.
able to like prove to yourself that you're able to express that to people.
Totally.
I think that this whole idea of like, oh, I'm saying that he's saying I love you so casually, like that means something for his future girlfriend, that's bad. It speaks to a kind of larger issue, I think, that a lot of young people are like experiencing, where there's so much emphasis on like who has the power in relationships.
Yeah.
And I think this idea of like feeling like you are less powerful because you are one of many that your partner says that they love, it just speaks to you being insecure.
Yeah,
ultimately.
definitely.
Like that is like a true insecurity, because being truly in love with somebody is like a complete relinquishment of power, right? It's you being truly vulnerable with somebody and saying, I love you. I love you no matter what. Like, you know, these are the reasons why I love you. And them saying the same. And it's you two choosing to be vulnerable together.
Yeah.
If you are putting some sort of value on that person's love and saying that, well, if they love me and they love somebody else, then I'm actually not worth as much. That's not you guys being in a true loving partnership. That is you equating love to power. And those are two completely distinct things from one another.
100%.
And I would argue that to be truly in love is to relinquish power in totality.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I think this is like some 17-year-old bullshit where I'm like, what? You just want to lord something over your partner?
Grow up challenge.
Grow up challenge.
It's bizarre.
It's really bizarre.
Sometimes I get like a glimpse into the mind of other people and I'm like, what the hell is going on over there?
The way that people approach like romantic relationships specifically will never fail to astound
I learn
me.
New things about people that are actively dating or in relationships that I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'm totally okay, actually.
Yeah. Big time. Big time.
Like, I learned some things about you guys and I go, you know what? Don't worry about me.
I'm good.
Don't worry about me.
When you learn, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, like, because the nature of like us and how we have grown up and are perceived by other people in the world, your conventional kind of dude, talking specifically about men, are not necessarily going to date us for some sort of like social clout, right?
Yeah.
Because we do not fit within a conventional beauty standard. Like that was never a part of anything that I have had to factor into dating.
Right.
It might actually change now. I think now that we're older and I think, you know, we experience kind of success in other branches or more conventional ideas of success in other branches of our lives, then perhaps that's something to kind of think about. But at
Even
least
still, more often I feel like men are threatened by that.
yes, I do think like successful women, especially in their careers, men are more put off by that than like enthralled by it.
Well, to be clear, losers are put off by that.
Oh, 100%.
Not anybody that I would be actively interested in or dating.
100%. It's no one that is a real catch to us.
Yes.
But, you know, it's like growing up, like I never necessarily was thinking about dating as like dating for like social currency.
No.
Right? Because no one was ever necessarily looking to me as dating someone for social currency, at least by like conventional standards. As I've gotten older and I've realized that like a lot of people who date do date for social currency.
Definitely.
I'm like, oh, you guys aren't actually looking for partners.
Right.
You're looking for like a trophy.
Right.
That you can like show off to the world.
Completely. That becomes evident to me every time I look into if you want to peek inside the mind. Go look at the comment section of my video titled "I've Never Been Somebody's Girlfriend." You don't have to. It's really not a good place. If you go in those comment sections and sort it by newest instead of top, and you scroll through what men have wrote in that comment section,
God, I can't even imagine.
Those are like the places where it becomes so evident to me, because every single one of those comments is like, well, first of all, they didn't watch the video, because the whole video was me talking about like the beautiful things and parts of myself that I've discovered through solitude and like how comfortable I am with being single. And they saw the title and were like, oh, this woman's bitching and moaning. Oh, you should have to lose weight. Men don't like women who have purple hair.
Yeah.
We want fit, feminine, and, docile.
Right.
And I'm like,
frightening.
But
frightening
it's always
adjective.
so funny to me, though, because I'm like, the criticism that these men have for me is never that I am boring or uninteresting or unfunny or anything like that. It's always just that I'm fat. And so I'm like, honestly,
Word. Yeah.
honestly, I'm crushing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that these people think it's an insult.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, you told me there's nothing wrong with me. The only thing wrong with me in your eyes is that I'm fat. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm slaying.
Yeah. That kind of eats down.
Yeah, because people with taste love fatties.
Yeah.
So guess what? If I don't have some major personality flaw that you can pick out, fuck it.
Yeah. They're like, actually, I think you're a little too close-minded. It's
Right,
like,
right.
that would concern me.
There's always people in the comment section that have to let you know why they personally wouldn't date you.
Love that.
Not taking into account whether or not you would ever date them or if you have any interest in dating.
And it's always someone with like no profile picture.
But they always have to let you know that they wouldn't date you from their anonymous account. And I'm like, as you're listing off all these things, I want a woman who's feminine, fit, just like, or whatever. It becomes clear to me, because they're only ever commenting on my physical appearance. They're not criticizing my personality. It's like, your checklist for what you're looking for in a woman is just what's going to look good on your arm.
Correct.
And what you can show off to other men.
Yeah.
To prove yourself in some way.
Correct.
And I don't do enough for you in that department. So you think that I would need to change in order to become more desirable, but it's because you are not actually attracted to women as people. You're attracted to women as accessories.
Yeah.
And I'm not an accessory.
No.
So you're going to have to look somewhere else.
Well, and it's why like so many men will hit their middle age and be like, I hate my bitch wife.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe that's because you actually never liked her as a person.
Right.
Because you never gave it a single thought about what it was that you were actually looking for in a partner besides hot and small.
Yeah.
And looks good to other people.
Right.
It's so interesting too, because I recently did a brand deal that part of the brand deal was that I had to post the video that I was making on Facebook, which I never do. I mean, I had to like make a
ads profile,
ads profile and whatever. And it's like, whatever, who cares? And, really simple video where it mimicked the trend of like, do you guys mind watching my blah, blah for a second? And then you leave and whatever. But it was like, do you guys mind watching me be sexy in my little outfits for a second? The response that I received on Facebook from exclusively 50 to 70-year-old women
insane. Yeah.
telling me how ugly I am and that they wish that I was dead was something I've like curated a pretty niche internet audience. Like because I have followers on TikTok and I now have like some followers on Instagram, but it's like still small enough platforms that like the people who are following me are like gay women and gay men.
Totally.
And then like some old creepy men who are like, you're beautiful, I love your hair. And so I'm like, whatever, keep it rocking, Clark. But like the Facebook was like a new, and because it was an ad, right? It was showing to a bunch of people who have never come across my content before ever. And I remember, like, I opened my Facebook because I'm often on it to look at marketplace finds. And I was like, oh, there are like a bunch of comments on on like this ad that I did. Like, let's go see. Hundreds of 50 to 60-year-old women being like, you are so fat, your clothes are not flattering, you are so ugly. Wear form-fitting clothes, because if you wear baggier clothes, you're going to look bigger. My favorite was one that one woman commented and said, no to it all, especially the wig. It's just my hair.
Especially the wig is crazy.
Especially the wig. That's just my hair.
Especially the wig.
Fully just my hair. But it was wild because it also, and I started I was like, damn, like this is kind of hurting my feelings. Like that kind of sucks. And then I started going to their profiles and like seeing who they were. Cause I was like, who are these people? And then I was like, oh,
somebody's mom.
they are all the ugliest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. They're all named fucking like Tammy or some bullshit. And they are just like bitter women.
Yeah.
And also women who are a part of a generation where that was so much more prevalent, right?
Yeah.
Looking a certain way to have that certain social currency was so much more important back then.
Hey, wait, I actually have like a question that I want to pose to you and to the audience. But I am so curious if you or anybody listening has ever witnessed someone they know being a hater in someone else's comment section. Like, have you ever caught someone in the act? Because I have never known anyone personally that I am like confirmed you're the type of person who leaves comments like that.
Yeah.
But surely other people these people are being caught by someone.
Yeah.
Like these people who write things like this, somebody
They're
that
among
knows
us.
them has run into them at some point and seen that they do that.
Yeah. I don't think I have. Like, I don't think I've ever caught someone being like in the
weirdo.
comments being like, this is fucking weird. I'll see people commenting, like mutuals of mine commenting things on like TikTok videos or reels or something, but it's often being like, slay girl.
Yeah.
Love your work.
Right. Something nice or
thoughtful.
Not a hate comment.
Really no hate comments. I do think that hate comments a lot of the times will come from like trolly people, like kids.
Yeah.
Or like, again, just internet trolls in general, or like older people like these women who don't think about the fact that I can see them.
Yeah.
Like I can see their content. I can see what they are putting online. I can find information about them because they don't have a concept of like what exists on the internet.
Yeah.
They don't have a concept of like a digital footprint in the way that like we do or younger generations do at all. So, but I have never come across like a hater where I'm like, what the hell?
So often I'll like be consuming a piece of content online and I'll think something positively about it, and then I look in the comment section and everyone is hating on them. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, I hope that they know that is not the like majority reaction to this piece of, or I don't know, that like they just got served to the wrong corner of the internet. Like I got served I think her name is Kalani Hilliker. She was one of the Dance Moms girls.
Yeah.
But she got married recently and she'd been posting a lot of just like bridal content on her bachelorette trip in, you know, all white bathing suits and whatever. And there was this one video that she did with her and all her friends where she was wearing this white bathing suit at the pool and she looks incredible.
Yeah.
And I watched the video and I was like, wow, she is super hot. And I look into the comments. Every single one of those comments is making fun of her body and telling her that she looks so horrible and the bathing suit is so unflattering on her. Every single one was eating her up. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with these people? I watched the video and was like, she is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And then I look in the comments and everyone is being nasty to her. And that makes me feel ill because I'm like, I had a very genuine reaction to this piece of content. Meanwhile, this girl is receiving feedback that is the complete opposite. And hopefully it doesn't impact her because it's just like, but who is writing that? Like, who is sitting at home thinking to themselves, you know what, let me ruin this girl's day as she's on her bachelorette trip just being cute in her fucking white bikini. Like, who cares?
I genuinely have never felt the urge to comment on a video, even a video where I'm like, I actively hate this content. Never in my life have I ever like swiped up to comment and be like,
totally,
this is horrible.
But it's like, to me, and I talked about this on the Patreon last week, but it's like an offshoot of what about me-ism to me.
Totally.
Where people think that every piece of content on the internet has to be for them.
Yes.
And when it's not for them, they get mad and they have to tell you exactly why they hated this piece of content.
Yes.
When really it's like, you could have just gone and found something that you liked better.
Yeah.
Something that resonates with you, that you enjoy watching. And instead you are a fucking hater for no goddamn reason.
Yes.
Don't watch this.
Yeah.
Why are you watching this? Oh my God. I just like think that some people are actually, they act like they are so ill-equipped to make decisions for themselves. It's like when you start eating a meal and you dislike the meal, do you think to yourself, oh, okay, God, I got to eat this whole plate of the most disgusting food I've ever had? Or do you think to yourself, okay, I'm going to make myself something else?
Right.
Like, do you not have that part of your brain that problem solves?
Right.
You're just consuming a piece of content that you hate and you're like, and I'm stuck here. Ah!
And they straight up don't.
Move.
You know what? You know what? This has unlocked something in my brain that I have caught someone hating once, and it was someone hating to me, and it was a relative of mine.
Meg. What?
Yes. She slid into my DMs, actually.
Accidentally?
No,
Purposefully.
purposefully.
Oh my God.
Yes. Okay.
What the hell?
Yes. This like is so, it's truly absolutely because you're like saying all this stuff to me and I'm like, God, yeah. And it's just like, I'm like, this is just like my fucking relative who I know who is like just the most so bitter and the entire world is against them and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember because they literally slid into my DMs and like left a hate comment at me about
God.
me. Yes. I put something on my story about like kissing one of my friends or something. And it certainly wasn't even serious. I think it was like a text message between us where I'm like, I could kiss you on the mouth, girl, like something like that. And my friend that I was talking about was a girl. And
no fucking way. What the fuck?
And this is a relative of mine, by the way, not like blood related, but married into the family. Haven't seen them in years at this point. And I've noticed over time that they will follow me and unfollow me and follow me and unfollow me and whatever, and make new accounts and follow me and whatever. I've just ignored it because I'm like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. And they, I like see in my like requests messages that I have a message request like from someone with the name of my relative. And like first name, last initial. And I'm like, oh, they must be reaching out to like say hi, or like maybe they're coming to New York at some point or like just checking in. Mm-hmm. No, it was a comment about, I can't remember the exact wording, but the wording was basically like essentially a homophobic comment about me kissing my girlfriend and being like, not something I'd be interested in, ... Which, yeah, I hope you aren't interested in kissing your niece. What? That brings up a whole other slew of questions that I have for you.
Yeah, what?
What the hell?
Did you respond?
No,
Yeah,
I just blocked them.
Good.
And I FaceTimed my mom because I was like,
what the hell
what the fuck is this? And I FaceTimed my mom, and my mom answered my FaceTime when like a bunch of my other like aunts and uncles were also at my mom's house. Like they were all just hanging out. And my mom answered the FaceTime, and I was like, well, all my aunts and uncles are going to hear about this because I don't really give a fuck. Like I'm just telling them like
Insane.
Whatever. And I was like, you are never going to believe what this person did. And my mom was like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, they're like trolling me on the internet because they're just like that homophobic.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. So yes, I have caught someone being a hater online, and it was my relative to me in my DMs.
What the fuck is wrong with so many people? Like, why is it so hard for everybody to be normal?
And this is the thing, is it's like this is someone who has all the money they could ever possibly want. They, live in a beautiful part of the United States. They have access to everything. They have always had the kind of social currency that we're talking about, right? Like they have everything.
Yeah.
And yet they walk through life so bitter about the way other people are living because they themselves are just not happy.
Unbelievable.
They're just not happy.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to, is they are just not content with themselves, and they literally just hate seeing people be content with themselves at all. It is wild. Also, like, respectfully, I'm one of like 20 cousins. If you think that I'm the only gay one in this family,
Right. You got another thing coming.
get a fucking grip, girl.
You got another thing coming. It's always,
grip.
it perplexes me how much people think other people can't see
Yes.
of their internet consumption.
This is what I'm saying, where I'm like, I can see you.
Right. I know what you're doing. Also, like, if you're commenting on other people's posts, like, those things then get pushed to my feed as your mutual connection because they're thinking that I'm going to like it too because I know you.
These people
So
don't
it's
know
like,
how the internet
this
works.
is how I feel like when I have been seeing guys in the past, and then all of a sudden, like, the raunchiest sex accounts start getting pushed to my Instagram recommended, and I see that they like every single picture, and I'm like, do you think we can't see that? I feel like I'm transported back to like the 7th grade when boys would like all of those like I Heart Boobies Facebook pages, and you'd be like, your page likes are public, brother.
Yes.
Like, I know you're liking all the I Heart Boobies pages.
Yes.
I still feel that way now. Like, I'm like, how do you guys not know that we can see what
see.
you're liking and commenting on?
And we can see it so easily. Like, we don't even have to look for it.
Instagram shows it to me because they're like, you're going to want to see this one.
It's pushed. Your friend like this.
I'm like, yeah, what the hell are some of you guys doing?
Yeah.
Not my friends, but some of you guys on the fucking internet.
Yes.
Just out there behaving in ways that are confusing.
No sense of decorum. I was just talking about this with my friend last night. Nobody has any sense of decorum anymore or
It's
propriety.
crazy.
Like, keep your shit to yourself.
This is a public forum and you're being a weirdo on it.
Have some understanding of how the internet works. Everyone is tracking you at all times. We all know what everyone is doing all the time.
Yeah.
We are living in our own self-made panopticon. Be aware of that. Like, what the fuck? It's insane.
I Heart Boobies.
I Heart Boobies.
At the end of the day, it all goes back to the I Heart Boobies
I
pages
should have sent them a link
of
to the I Heart
2008.
Boobies Facebook page back. You want gay shit?
I Heart Boobies. Go check this shit out.
Be afraid, bitch.
Oh my god.
So that was your, what was that? Not on my, no, that
was my not on my watch.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think my not on my watch is men knowingly doing thirst traps online.
That's a women's only sport.
That's enough. That's enough out of you. I don't want to like bully this one person because they're not like a celebrity. They're not a celebrity, and like they're not famous enough for this, I don't think. So I don't want to like name any names, but there is one particular person on Instagram who, and this is like talking about the like psychosis where I look at the comments and I'm like, what is everyone talking about? What is everyone talking about? Where it's this like, critically, it's like a white guy who is always singing and dancing to like rap or hip hop songs.
Okay.
And he's like, he's like, it's like a lot of Jack Harlow shit where I don't even know. I can't even like sing I don't even really know a Jack Harlow song, but he's like lip syncing to that. And he's like wearing the little wire rim glasses and is like pretending to smack someone's ass or whatever, but be like cool about it. Or in one of them, he's like doing a Rubik's Cube and he's like, and like grabs the Rubik's Cube. And it genuinely sends a shiver down my spine watching those videos.
No.
And then I open up the comments and it's like, go white boy, go. Or it's like, oh, this one's got a little spice to him. And I'm like,
oh my God.
What is going on?
Oh my God.
What is going on? Everybody get a grip. What are we doing? This is,
when I see content like that, I'm like, I have to imagine that you are trying to appeal to teenagers, because I don't know any adult woman who's going to find this attractive, which that in itself makes me uncomfortable.
This is how I'm feeling too. And also, again, because he's like specifically a white man doing this, I'm like, what is your deal.
That genre of man on the internet has always been so off-putting to me.
Me too.
Like
Me
their
too.
whole shtick, and I can say this because I have been got by men like this on the internet before.
Well,
okay?
and who among us?
We know that I was a fan.
A who?
Don't even worry about it. Do not even worry about it.
I genuinely
Hey.
have no idea what you just said.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. And that's fine. And I'm good. I'm cool. I have no more questions.
These men online that like pretend to flirt with their followers.
Oh,
They're
I hate
primarily or pretty much entirely like female teenage audience.
Yes.
And they pretend to be like flirty with them to get them more attached. And then they like take advantage of that closeness.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've known stories of men with similar platforms like this using that to like mooch off of their followers, acquire some Netflix logins and other things they didn't want to pay for under the like
Guys of
this
maybe something
flirtatious
will
back and
happen.
forth
Mm-hmm.
that those men have in order to acquire followers. Like I just think that there's something deeply sinister to that.
Yeah.
The like MagCon era, that was what that was.
Yeah.
Like a meet and greet convention selling tickets for all of these, at least they were all teenagers, I
Yes.
think, for the most part. But there are like adult men that do this too.
Yeah.
But like in that case, that was like a group of teenage boys profiting off of selling this like idea of flirting with
Yeah.
them online to the point where they're doing meet and greet conventions, which is like weird in and of itself, but at least they're teenagers.
Yes.
There are adult men doing that online.
Yes.
Where their whole thing is them trying to flirt with the audience. But the only women that are interested in that are actually not women, they're girls.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is.
It's really weird.
It's really weird, and it's like you're right. It's like the step that becomes the creepier part of that is when they start engaging with those people.
And they do.
And they do. And that really freaks me out. And I'm
Sure
like,
does.
what the hell? Because you're going from doing something that's just like already a bit cringy to now a bit creepy and predatory. And I mean, again, it's like, who among us? I'm going to watch those rugby TikToks for sure every single time that like Gaines Line Fitness.
Sure.
Whatever. I'm watching that. But I'm an adult woman. And also Gaines Line Fitness doesn't go into their comments and they're like, you know, come to our practice, girls. Like they don't say shit like that. They're just like posting, you know, men's thighs, and I'm game. But the people who do that, like their content specifically is I'm like a hot but accessible guy, and I'm gonna do this like one thing every time to appeal to a very particular audience, really does send a shiver down my spine.
Deeply.
It really freaks me out. Stop making thirst traps, men. That's enough.
So I think with that, we should throw it on over to the post show.
The post show.
So
I'm game.
You can go head over there, over on the Patreon, if you want to continue listening to everything that we're going to continue talking about, because I have a lot more to bring up. We didn't even get to the pyramid.
Barely scratched the surface.
We have not even got to the pyramid, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to go do that over on the Patreon. Meg, is there anything you'd like the people to check out?
As always, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Meg Ruocco, RUOCCO, and also you can subscribe to my Substack, What Are You Up To, which I think just surpassed 300 subscribers.
Wow, let's go.
Whoa. So that's pretty exciting. And I'm also going to plug normalcy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Normal.
Be normal, you guys.
Be normal.
Love you so much.
Love you.
See you next week's episode.
Bye.